Close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. And then take a moment to consciously stop the mind. You're halting all mind stuff. For a moment, like a diamond, you're cutting through all mind streams, all suggestions, all imaginations, all that arises within awareness. You just stop. You actually put a stop sign to the thinking mind. And even if it's just for an instant, just for a couple seconds, just for this moment, you stop all mind stuff. And you become aware, actually, maybe for the first time. Maybe this is something you practice regularly, but you become aware that usually you are caught up in those mind streams, that the mind is ongoing, and that you are somehow identifying with it, that you're somehow in it. And so every time you cut through the mind, you practice releasing yourself from identification, releasing yourself from an idea of being caught up, releasing yourself from the usual mode that we have to be somehow in thoughts, to be in the thinking mind. And this moment of no thoughts, this moment of halting, this moment of no thoughts, gets you into touch with your presence before thoughts, gets you into touch with pure awareness, gets you into touch with the resting ground, that which is actually always here. But because you are so much focused on these contents of the mind, focused on mind stream, focused on thinking, this part of yourself becomes hidden to you. And so what this is it is a great taking out. You're taking yourself out of these mind streams. You're returning to what is prior, what doesn't need thoughts to exist. One more time. You take your will and you see how thoughts bubble up again, and you stop all mind. And when you practice this more regularly, the space between thoughts widens. And when you practice this more regularly, just the stopping of the mind, stopping of the thinking mind, you actually feel some visceral relief. Visceral relief from the power of the mind that grasps you, that grabs for your attention, that wants you to follow it. But as awareness, you don't need to follow. You're no longer a follower. You are primordial awareness, presence, being, infinitely alert and aware. And as you widen that stance, widen that gap, widen that space of emptiness, you start to actually see when thoughts arise. You are so present, so truly present, that you become aware when that thinking mind arises, when new thoughts arise. You gain a new strength, a new loyalty to the true self. And the strength lies in your witnessing, in you starting to see how thoughts arise, in you not taking on thoughts. And every time a new mind stream wants to pull you in, you stop thoughts. You land back in the openness, in the emptiness, in the space of awareness. This is your resting ground. This is stillness. This is refuge. This is relief. This is love. This is peace. This is pure aliveness, pure alertness, pure awareness. And you stay with that. And as you practice this, thoughts start to appear almost in front of you. You, as awareness, are untainted. And you watch these thoughts. You watch them. They become more and more subtle. You can watch them like sensations, oscillations, vrittis. This is meditation. This is true meditation. You're no longer observing the contents of the mind. You're no longer observing what is arising as thoughts. You're no longer observing the stories, what these thoughts are telling you, how you are feeling, what is happening, your circumstances. You're no longer observing and thinking about all these things. Instead, you step yourself back further, and what you are observing then is the mind. The mind then becomes in front of you. Thoughts start to arise in front of you. No different than sensations, no different than emotions, all different frequencies of thought, all different oscillations inside the space of awareness. And if your thinking mind kicks back in, you take yourself back to yourself. You stop the mind. You stop giving thoughts attention. You rest as being. You rest empty. You rest as the purity of awareness itself. And as you witness thoughts, what is automatically heightened is presence, the true you, awareness. This alertness, this aliveness of self. Is automatically strengthened. And the peace and the love that emits from it, the stillness, the changelessness, spreads into your day. Namaste.